Right, good morning everybody. Happy Christmas Eve 2020. Funnier that it's been, but hey ho. I got a call the other day from one of my editors saying, what rifles have you got lined up to submit in January for review for what will be the March edition 2021, but there we go. So put a call into one of the large distributors of the FX rifles and said, what can you send me? So yesterday this arrived. It's been quarantining overnight. It's come out of its cardboard and now I'm going to unbox it, even though I haven't got a box, but it comes in a case. So it is an FX air rifle. They've sent me a scope with it, which is Element Optics Nexus 5-20x50. That looks quite interesting because it's first focal plane milliradian. The price on that box as well, I'll give you an idea. The prices for these, I know what it is, but I haven't looked at it yet. So one of my joys as a reviewer, which gives me a little bit of, especially at Christmas, it allows me to sort of say, send me something, and I open it like a little kid getting a gift from his dad or mum or whatever, and I get to enjoy that sort of slight surprise of what it is that he didn't know that Santa Claus, in inverted commas, has delivered to him. So here we go. And there it is. There is some paperwork here. It is the FX Impact Mark II Sniper Edition in bronze, and this is the FAC version. So that will be for UK people above 12 foot-pounds, and for the rest of the world it will be probably a normal power. So let's have a little looky then. Let's just check it's not loaded with anything. There's no pellets in it, anything. I'm just going to dry fire it safely. Right, what have we got? Well, it's the bronze edition, rather nice looking, carbon fibre bottle. It's a bullpup, it's certainly lightweight. It's a shrouded barrel, and it looks like we've got an extra moderator that adds on to that goes on there. Yes, it does. Looks like a 1/2 inch 20 thread. Well, I think these are made in Sweden, but it's not metric. We've got two manometers, got a safety catch, side lever cocking, which we can see there. I have seen one of these before, but I've never actually ever shot an FX air rifle. Yes, it says made in Sweden, patent pending. This is the Smooth Twist X barrel. It's got an AR-15 grip. The trigger looks fully adjustable. It's also got positional adjustability as well on the post with the trigger blade there. The recoil pad has got some vertical adjustment on it, which is interesting. It's a bullpup design. It looks quite handed to me. There's a slight handed shape on the cheek piece, and this is the magazine system, which I believe slots in somewhere there. I like this because I just get to fiddle and try about with stuff, and I don't have to. I think I need to learn how to fill that and everything. I believe these are 28 round capacity, if I remember rightly. It's 2.2. Now interestingly, it's an AR-15 grip. There's a cap there, which I presume, yes, that's the filler. I think it's. Does it say anywhere what the fill pressure is? It will in the instructions, but I don't like to read those until I really have to. It doesn't say on it, but I've got a funny feeling it'll be a 200. Oh yes, here we go. Max pressure 250 bar. Looks like we've got all sorts of adjusters on it, and the safety catch is here. Let me just go back to what I was showing you there. That is a power adjuster, and it's got strongly detented positions, detent being the fact it clicks from one to the next. It will be interesting to test those and see how their return is, because of course the zero on your rifle is going to be very, very dependent on whether that's been done correctly and whether it's, repetitive and returns to the point. The barrel is fully shrouded. These have a barrel sleeve actually, so you can actually change calibers and things with a different probe on the mag system, and obviously the different barrel line and different cartridges. That's a carbon fibre bottle. This is a light rifle. Now, that's your primary air source, but that has a secondary fill into this plenum chamber here. I could actually hear a slight hiss when I cocked it, which I think is the gas bleeding through the regulators into the secondary system, which I believe is probably a second regulator here because there's a second manometer on it. And that essentially is what powers the shot itself. So That bleeds into that, and that will then extinguish itself probably to atmospheric pressure, which is quite interesting actually, because it probably does a lot for the efficiency levels of it and the consistency. But we shall see. This is all going to get tested on target, maybe today, maybe tomorrow even. But I'm looking forward to this. It's a very different looking rifle to a lot of other air rifles. It's very metallic, but the machining standards on it and the actual mechanisms of it, that's very, very light. It is cocked now. You can see back here, the magazine will fit in there, and the fill probe, I'm not going to put the magazine in it yet, but the fill probe back and forth there. It's a very mechanical system. It's a very highly machine anodised aluminium structure, and it has a totally different look to it. It's very technical. It's almost a little bit akin to sort of 2-2 target rifles, prone target rifles, or 3-position rifles, with, you know, fantastic cocking mechanisms and superb adjustability. When you see these things, they're like jewels of mechanisms. This looks quite similar to that. We've got a fairly solid Picatinny mount now for a bipod. It does, of course, have the compact nature of the bullpup, and the bipod will probably have to have legs on it leaning forward to give you a bit more wheelbase, so to speak, on using it. We shall see. Right, well, keep track of my channel. Please like and subscribe, set the notification bell, and let's see how we get on with this in review, and hopefully I'll have something to report back on in a few days as to how it shoots. We've got some, these are adjustable rings, FX Pro Limit adjustable scope mounts, medium to high. Let's have a quick open of the scope and see what that looks like. I have to repackage all this afterwards. Yeah, it's fairly sort of characteristic. Is that looks like a 30mm tube. Dead zero stops. No internal movement. Under these, that's the parallax adjustment now. You got illumination. Reasonable clicks on that one as well. It doesn't lock, doesn't anything like that. So we'll give all that a go, and it's zero. Get it all put together. This is made in Japan, which is usually a pretty good Nagashima. It was made. It's past quality guarantee. Yeah, Japanese made optics are something we don't see quite as many of these days, because a lot of Far Eastern stuff's made in China and similar places, but Japanese used to be a real byword in quality. It's definitely in the camera days as well. So that looks like we've got a little neoprene cover for it. We've got rings, we've got a little lens cleaning cloth, but we'll go through all that in full review. Right, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.